Welcome to the 2022 Ampol State of Origin press conference for New South Wales. We open up with captain and coach Brad Fittler and James Tedesco. James, I'll start with you before we open up to the media. Very, very physical start to that first half.
Yeah, it was. I thought our first half was really good. It was disappointing letting a try there at the end of the first half, and then second half we just killed ourselves. Couldn't get in the game. Too many errors, and credit to Queensland, they played really well, and yeah, just disappointing for us.
I'll open up to the media to kick off.
So how big a moment was it before half time?
Sorry, is that free? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it hurt us definitely. It was. I mean, it's on us. We still got to defend that, and then it was just a ricochet try, which was just that killed us because I felt like we were really on top that first half. And then to go in into half time at 12-10 was disappointing, and then yeah, we just. As I said, killed ourselves in the second half. Too many errors, just down there in the whole second half, really.
Freddy, you must be proud, though, of how well they defended in the second half there. Queensland brought in line and
Yeah, the first 15 minutes are pretty good too, I thought. It took us a long time to get out of our end and to sort of get to the lead, and then obviously with a minute to go, come up with an error that cost us a try was, that hurt. Because we'd worked so hard to get out of our own end, get to the lead, and to do, a simple error really, that hurt.
You've won up here yourself, Freddy, obviously as a player. Did tonight just show how hard it is for New South Wales to win in Queensland? You've only won 2 deciders in the history of the Origin. What does tonight tell us?
Tells you they're two really evenly placed teams. They both got some really good players, and it is hard to win here, without a doubt. So, and proved it again tonight. But they played well. I thought they were very good, Queensland. Great energy. Ben Hunt was outstanding. I thought Callum Ponga was outstanding. So, I thought they were definitely the better team.
What did you make of the punch-up?
Well, that's, you can decide. I didn't actually see it. I was sort of, at the end of the day, he didn't initiate a Birdo. He's not going to fight anyone. At the end of the day, he's got belted, he got penalised. Well, we got the penalty, he got belted, then got in a headlock, and we walk out with one player down each. A tad ridiculous. So, but it is what it is.
James, did you think that Tino should have gone as well for the headlock after?
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know. I didn't actually see if he threw a punch, but I thought if he did, he should have been sin binned as well. That's why he said Gaga was sin binned because he threw punches. So I don't know if Tino did that as well, but yeah.
Did you ask Matt?
Yeah, I asked actually. Yeah, he said he just said.
Maybe ask the refs that. Yeah. Let's not dwell on that.
Freddy, what's your overriding emotion? Are you in reflection?
Well, you lose.
Or you...
Mate, I've been doing this a long time, so you win and lose. It's just disappointing, The blokes are in there and they've worked so hard for so long in amongst club footy and all the rest of it, and trained hard and, given up and sacrificed, and you lose. So, yeah, it hurts. But that's, normally that's what, makes people strive harder, and we've got to strive harder. We've got to be better.
James, have you ever been part of a start to a footy game like that where 3 blokes go down inside 4 minutes?
Yeah, it just showed the intensity, I guess. It was strange. I guess 3 head knocks in that short space of time, but that's what it felt like. It was an intense start to the game, and it was big collisions, and those things happened, I guess. So it was a bit of a different start. We sort of stop-start with those head knocks, but that just showed everyone was up. Both teams were up for a big occasion, a big game, and it's a contact sport. I guess those things happen.
A lot of guys in your team had a lot of success in the past, backing themselves in moments. There were a few crucial errors. What was going through your head with those decisions late in the game?
Well, just crucial errors. There's a couple of bad ones there on our own line, so it is what it is, mate. It was disappointing, but. And then we had a couple of chances at the end, but we just ran out of legs, basically. We just defended our line for a long time. The Ben Hunt 40-20 was, I thought, we got out of there, and then it was a pretty nice kick. So I thought Benny Hunt made some big plays.
Have you ever feel panicked out there for you guys? Even with a 2-point lead, to start the second half, just looked panicked.
Yeah, just as I just felt like we killed ourselves. I feel like they were attacking our line for most of that second half, and then once we got the ball back, we just made another error to sort of give another opportunity. And then we worked hard to get out of our own end, and then a couple of big moments from them sort of just gave us no opportunities really, and it was just it was hard because we're up against it, the crowd, and they just played really well. So it was just hard to get into the game really in the second half.
Do you really feel that when you're out there, Teddy? Like,
Sorry?
do you really feel that when they're getting on a roll out there, Queensland, the crowd's behind them?
Yeah, I felt like we were defending well, but I felt like if we just kept them out for another couple of sets, that would have gave us a lot of confidence and we could have really came home strong. But then when we did that, we just made another error, so we really made it hard for ourselves.
James, it's already been called one of the great origins, like the intensity and the collisions. Across 80 minutes, where does that take you physically and mentally? Like in the last 20 minutes, how do you even find the reserves to keep going?
I don't know, it's just why we play, I guess. It's the pinnacle of footy, I guess, playing a decider in an origin, playing for your state. So, as I said, we made it hard for ourselves, but we kept fighting. The effort was there. It was just wasn't our night, and Queensland played really well.
Freddy, could you appreciate that this may be one of the greatest origin games, or is it hard because you're on the losing end?
Well, it's other people to decide, but if I look at the way we played, we come up with some basic errors. So to say that's anywhere near our best performance, which is then to take away from being the greatest origin. Queensland were really good, and without Cam Munster, it was a great performance. I thought Tom Dearden was excellent. So from a point of view of Queensland, it might have been their greatest performance, as in the greatest game. I'd say no.
Teddy sort of smashed them in Perth, and they lost Munster. Coming as very heavy favourites. Was the pressure too much? Did it get to you? Or favouritism?
No, not really. We didn't think ourselves as favourites up here in a decider. As I said, there hasn't been many wins for New South Wales, so we knew it wasn't going to be. We weren't going to be given any favours, and yeah, that's origin footy. I guess it doesn't matter who's playing for Queensland in or out. They're going to show up and play for their state, and that's what they did. They outplayed us.
Freddy, you said, preview to it, you said that the crowd can't jump the fence, but something about the quarter is it's unfathomable what could happen here.
Well, you might be taken away from the players. They're very good. They're a good fan base, without a doubt. It's pretty awesome. It's, I think the players all appreciate the atmosphere. So, but I think you're taken away from the players there as well.
Freddy, it's a long time between drinks till next year, but are you already looking forward to the challenge of righting some wrongs, getting the job done next year?
I'll give that a miss tonight. I'll take tonight off, if that's okay. There was plenty went wrong, and throughout the whole campaign, from the start. So, it's getting to be one of those sort of half 12 months jobs. You watch the blokes over time, and you're watching blokes improve, and I love it. It's great. And this contest out here tonight in front of this crowd, as you talked about, was just fantastic. And it's a shame we didn't nail it, but we'll look to it next time.
All right, thank you very much, New South Wales. Freddie, Teddy,
Right up.
Thank you. Thank you, Media. We'll be back with some Queensland shortly.